Um, but just a little bit longer than normal because it wanted me to re-log into everything with my Facebook and Zoom connection. But hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome to this Saturday's interview. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're catching the replay, go ahead and comment and put replay in the comments. Along the way, if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and put them in the comments. Either one of us will get back to it. And Chealsi, I will tag you in this later. So anybody who has a question or is following Chealsi, reach out to her. Same goes for myself. But here we are. And thank you for being here, Chealsi. This is Chealsi Stocco. She grew up in Wyoming. She's been in healthcare for 13 years. She loves to travel. She has a very health conscious mind, and she loves to help inspire those around her. So I am super grateful for you being here. I'm eager to talk to you and build this connection. So we are on the same team and we have yet to get to know each other. And this is going to be kind of like the first step into that. So again, thank you everyone for being here. And Chealsi, we kind of just talk about where you were in your life and like what was going on for you in your life and mentally and everything when you found the business. And then what about this particular business structure or the product or anything inspired you to actually dive in and take this leap to change your life? And then how has it changed your life?
Right.
Take it.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me on today and to talk about this amazing business, community, platform. I know this is something that all of us on our team are very passionate about, and we are passionate about doing things a different way in our lives. And so that's why we're all here. And so I just love connecting with people like you and everybody on team, because yeah, we just want to have that positive impact on one another, on the people around us, and anybody else that is willing to listen. So it's, yeah, really a great thing. So yeah, like you mentioned, I've been in healthcare for 13 years. And yeah, just like I don't know, I would say probably a few years back, I started kind of thinking like, okay, like, is this really what I want to do the rest of my life? You know, especially after going through COVID and post COVID, and I think there was many people in that situation, and just kind of questioning, is this really what I want to do the rest of my life? Like, you know, is severe burnout, and so there was that first piece. And then about not even 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with motos. And so that really changed a lot for me because, from a health perspective, I've always considered myself to be a pretty healthy person. You know, always try to eat well. You know, I've been plant-based for 7 years now. So I've always tried to be health conscious in that way. And then, but when I got my diagnosis for Hashimoto's, that really switched things for me. I really stepped like a notch on like everything that I was doing. And so I was just for any other way to um help my symptoms, to essentially put my Hashimoto's in remission, because this is something that cannot be cured. And so my good friend and now mentor, Callie Frazier, she,
Beautiful. She's amazing.
yes, God, I love Callie so much. Callie and I, she was my first childhood friend, so we go years
Oh
back.
my God, that's so precious.
Yes,
Oh, I love it.
yes, we go
And now
years
you get
back.
to go on this journey like through the
I
rest of your lives
know.
together. How
It's
beautiful. That's perfect.
We just laugh about it because it is seriously come full circle. Just the way, you know, we've stayed in touch all of these years, you know, everything. And it's just come for full circle here. So it's quite interesting to see how everything's evolved sometimes. Um, but so Callie posted on Instagram about Kangen water. And I instantly reached out to her and I said, okay, what is this? What is this about? Like, please give me more information. She's like, oh yeah, like this is Kangen water. Like, Um, and I was like, okay, my interest. And then she's like, oh, but there's also like a really great like platform community and business model that comes along with this if you're interested in looking in that too. I was like, sure, like, send me the webinar, like send me some information. She did. And of course, the amazing Brooke March was the
Oh
one.
my gosh. I was literally just talking to her today, messaging her about a mentorship. Like she is such an inspiration. Her and
She
Heather. Oh my, I can't. They're just amazing
Right.
women.
She's inspiration, but her energy, right? Her energy.
Hmm.
Every time she's that motivation. You know what I mean? She's like the fire lit under your ass. Like every time after you're done watching her, right?
Anytime you see her, yeah.
It's just that
She's
I love that.
transformed so much. Where
Mhm.
she was to where she is, it's a
Yeah,
phenomenal story. Like
truly
part of
an
what helped me
inspiration.
dive in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly an inspiration. So,
Hmm.
though Brooke's story and my story are different,
Hmm.
I really resonated with what Brooke was saying on that webinar. And
Hmm.
when I say resonate, I'm saying I really related to how she was talking about female empowerment, female entrepreneurs, females that were ready to do life their own way
Yes.
and really have that shift in how we see ourselves, our belief mindsets, our mindset in general on our day to day. And
Yeah.
just gosh, she just like it was just like a brick hit me in the face. Like
You know, my favorite saying by her is radical responsibility. It is,
uh-huh,
we have to take radical responsibility for our life, our choices, taking our power back, our control. It's so easy to like
absolutely.
get run over by life and feel like defeated, but we have so much power and control to lead us to our own happiness and our dreams. And yeah, that was a big one for me because I lost that. Like I lost my power. I lost my like womanhood and like, my own after I had my daughter. And she was really reminded me, like, oh no, wait, like I have so much control over my own happiness. And when I took that back, oh my God, like depression, anxiety, like it doesn't even happen anymore. It's amazing. Radical responsibility. When you take radical responsibility, magic happens.
It's so true. It's so true. And like just goes to show like what this platform and community can do for your mindset and your belief um
Mhm.
for within yourself and the things that we can do because we truly do way more power, control, and ability than we realize.
Or
And
we're ever
all we
taught.
have to
Yeah.
do, all we have to do is just tap into it, right? It's
Hmm.
infinite. Like it can all be ours.
Yep,
So,
that's why mindset work is so vital. Like it's so
mm,
important. They say that mindset's 80% of your success and your evolution. It
mm,
is so true. It's the
mhm.
hardest part. Business and the strategy, that's all totally laid out for us in our platform. Like step by step education, automation, all that. It's there. You don't need to know how because you just plug into it and follow along and it teaches you everything you need to know. The mindset and overcoming yourself and your beliefs and all those people that are like, oh, this, that, and the other, you have to believe in yourself. And that's the hardest part. But the beauty is with our community, even when you don't believe in yourself and you're having a hard day, there are so many other people there to believe in you for you. And that's what helped me. Like I have created some of the most profound relationships that I didn't even know I needed. And now I have like really good friends and people becoming my family through this community. It's amazing. I've never been so supported and like felt so included and like I don't know, whole. Yeah,
I
beautiful.
completely agree with that. And something else, I mean, that's something else that like really drew me into once I looking into the platform and everything that it it entailed. The community is yeah, exactly how you explained. I mean, yes, I want to link arms and run alongside women that have the same mindset as I do and to support me in that, to help me grow. Um, because there's so much to learn. We're always growing, we're evolving, we're so many things. And you need support to do that. It does take a community, especially when you're starting something brand new. But what's so great about this is that you don't have to do it alone. You're not going to do it alone. And so that's what's so great about this too, that really kind of drew me in, is like, okay, I didn't know anything about monetizing my social space. I didn't know
Neither did
anything
I.
about marketing. I've been in healthcare. It's what I've dedicated my life to. And so knowing that there was somebody there, or multiple people, our whole team, um, to support us along the way, was like huge. It's huge. It's game changer. But and so yeah, I mean, completely agree on all levels as far as that goes too.
The beauty of it is I was like this, like my Facebook was like a diary. Like I would just, when I was in a bad mood, I would post all about it, and to connect with Heather, my sponsor. And I had like 130 something friends, and there were people I personally knew. My Facebook was so locked down and so private. Every privacy setting that you could have, I had. Because I was like, oh, nobody's gonna find me on Facebook. I'm in control. Oh my gosh, like you could even search my name or my email or anything on Facebook. Like I had it locked down. And Heather was in the same, she was introverted and she barely had any friends. So to see that she started exactly where I am now and she's built it from there. She didn't have prior marketing skills, she didn't have prior network marketing skills, no social media experience, nothing. She started from scratch and now where she's at, amazing. So now I'm learning from somebody that has been exactly where I am and is helping me and showing me when I need the support how to get exactly where she is and above, as we all progress together. It's really that amount of support, like anyone who is willing to show up and do the inner work and show up and be coachable and plug into this completely proven system. Thousands of people have made it work. Then that's like the most inspiring part is it's all done for you. They made the mistakes. They put it all together for us. And we just
Mhm.
have to come along for the ride. But no matter what your experience is, it's all there for you. Even if you have 10 years of network marketing experience and you have a huge following, there is a place for you in the platform because it's created that way. It's amazing.
We could go all day, right? Like we
I
could.
seriously could. I could sit here and just like life beyond talk about this every day, all day long. It
Yeah,
really is spectacular.
yeah,
It's
and
so amazing.
yeah, and it's just like great that we get to like share this, alone. And we're not even talking about the water yet, right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, and so yeah, but I mean the platform community is really, I just felt like after I finished watching that webinar that day with Brooke, I felt like something, like a light bulb just went off. I felt like
Mhm.
something like just fell into my lap. I was like, oh my gosh, this is
Like,
exactly like what
this
I've been
is it.
looking for.
And
Like
you had no idea what you were looking for, but there it was.
it was. And
Yeah,
so thank you, Callie Frazier. Like
seriously.
um hopefully she's watching this now or later to get that shout out. But yeah, so I just felt like I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I want something I can do remotely. I want something that is going to be flexible on my time.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, it just covered everything for me. It just covered all the boxes. And I just felt like so many other people are looking for this. They're looking for this. And I hope they find it because it truly is life changing. It is.
Yeah, I've never been happier. I mean, as a mom, and I had a rough start. I wouldn't say rough start, but like I really lost myself in motherhood when my daughter was born, and this has really helped me find my power, my like warrior mom. It's really helped me come back into my own and like remember that I'm a separate person and I get to have my own dreams and aspirations, even though every single one of them includes bettering my daughter's life and like giving her everything. But this empowered me to do that. the mindset work and finding out what was holding me back in life in so many ways. And it's transformed everything. Like I wake up so happy. Even my bad days, I'm still grateful for because I know now how to not like dwell in the negative and just pick out the positive and find things to be grateful for. And it just transforms everything. And I learned that through being a part of this business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that you are modeling this for your daughter because
Yes.
there is, I mean, I think we can all sense that there is definitely a shift in how we do things as far as how we earn money, how we spend our time, other than spending it 40 hours or more every week at a job that we don't even really like. And so I think this is, I really commend you and anybody else doing this in this space that have kids that are seeing you build this because it truly is the next generation of how people do things differently. And
Yeah, thank you.
so,
And we're empowering our children and we're showing them that the history doesn't have to repeat. This is we're shifting. Everything in this world is shifting. Like
yeah,
the way we make money, the way we live our lives, the way we show up for each other. Like it's all transitioning. And I think even if people don't believe in like the woo-woo and all of that stuff, I think they can recognize that. Ever since I think ever since COVID, that kind of like catapulted us into this like digital, more technological age where people are now running their own online businesses. Like this is becoming the norm. And
sure.
it's transitioning to the point where jobs just aren't providing what they used to. They're not secure, they're not stable. It
Mhm.
you don't get to have the kind of control that people are needing in their lives now. And having your own online business and finding that financial freedom for yourself and working towards your own dreams and other instead of other people's dreams is becoming the norm.
Yeah.
And in 5, 10 years, it's going to be like, you have a job? What? Like you go to work? That's going to be abnormal. And
Right.
we're really lucky that we get to pioneer this. And I mean, it's been going on for a long time. Obviously, network marketing has been around like ages and ages,
Mhm.
but it's becoming more predominant, which is I feel super fortunate to be like at this point moving forward with it. And like you said, we haven't even talked about the water.
Yeah.
The water is amazing. Like my
Yeah.
sister just came over to my house. She has really, really dry, brittle hair, and
Mhm.
she forgot she only uses a certain shampoo and conditioner, and she's used it forever, and it's super expensive. And she took a shower at my house while she was visiting with my Anespa, and she was like, my hair is so silky and soft. And she's like, I completely forgot my shampoo and conditioner. I thought it was like over. I wasn't even going to be able to brush my hair. And she was like, it's so silky and soft. Like this has never happened before. Now she's like, I need one of those shower things.
She's not going back. She's not going.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. Like it's amazing. And that's just the shower unit. That's not even the water that we actually drink.
Right.
Or oh my God, I was cleaning the oven or the stove the other day, and there's a lot of like grease splatter. And you know how sometimes you have to like wipe off grease, you clean it with a cleaner, and then you have to like go back and wipe it off. I just soaked my washcloth in 11.5 and it just
Yep. Yep.
wiped right off. No residue, no nothing. Like it's amazing. That's
Yeah.
not only good for our health, but to take chemicals out of our home. I am so anal retentive about what cleaning products get used in my house where my daughter's either going to breathe them in,
Mhm.
touch them, anything, because she's so sensitive inside and out. Her skin's sensitive, insides are sensitive. She's ever since she was born. And the amount of cleaning products that I get to replace with this water, it's just crazy. I love it. It's
Agree. Well, yeah, agree with you on everything you just said. It's amazing that the K8 can produce, the five different pHs of water. And
mhm.
it's not just a water filter machine. It's not just water that you just drink. There's so many more uses to this than just
Benefit.
drinking. Which is amazing. And so kind of going back to what I was touching on before, when I was diagnosed with a Hashimoto's, I was literally changing everything that I put in and on my body. to reduce my toxic load. And so, of course, the very first thing I thought about was, okay, what water am I drinking? Like, that's the first thing, right? And because inflammation, I mean, my antibody count was through the roof. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to bring this down so I can get this in remission. And so, yeah, after doing some research, I just jumped in. I just jumped in. I think I ordered the K8 like maybe a week later. And got going on it. And I, wow, I'm just blown away. I mean, you feel so much better. My inflammation is definitely down consistently, like very definitely doing much better on that front. And I owe it to Kangen water. And I can feel a difference like when I don't even drink it for a few days, when I'm off on vacation or
I get a headache
whatever.
when I drink bottled water.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, I can tell a difference. I feel dehydrated when I don't drink it. I just so many things, so many things. So I really hope people take it upon themselves, like even if they're just slightly curious about Kangen water, um, look it up on PubMed, read about
Hmm.
this.
Google
Um,
is your enemy. Google, do not research on Google. It's all
yeah.
biased, like opinionated. It's go to places where you're going to get scholarly, like actual, scholarly journals and experiments and actual like information and not just opinions.
Hmm.
So PubMed and Google Scholar is an amazing place to do your research.
Yeah, so I mean that's my little bit that I can speak for King and Water. I share it with anybody that'll listen.
That
Yeah, and
amazing. Yeah.
I shared it with my family. And I mean we're just getting started, like you were saying, I mean, I feel like the general
I think
public.
we've saturated less than 3% of the population or somewhere around 3% of the population. That's like nothing. And I used to drink so much water and I would always be thirsty. They tested me for diabetes like so many times, but that was never the issue. So what this water does is it's ionized. So it has tectonic plates, breaks the molecules, and it makes your cells able to absorb the molecules, molecular hydrogen and everything that's in it. And it helps with your hydration considerably. Like I can drink water and not be thirsty immediately after now. And that never used to help me, happen before. So it's something about the way your body can absorb the water helps you become more hydrated.
Yeah, so I mean, significant health benefits, and that's why I hope people, start to educate themselves and look into this more, especially if they're dealing with more like chronic type conditions,
Hmm.
because Kangen water, could help them significantly. So, but yeah.
It's amazing to say the least. And we haven't even talked about the compensation plan. Like the compensation plan. So we have different business strategies
Mhm.
that are applicable, right? There's just the K8, or you can go all the way up to the quad where you actually like get commissions back immediately off your purchase to help with financing if you want to. And
Mhm.
your commissions can be anywhere from first commission would be, like as low as like 350. That's still incredible. But it can go upwards depending on the strategy that you decide to use to 20, I think it's like 20, close to 2,800 for your first sale if you decide to use the quad strategy. So 350 to 2,800 for your first sale. Like
Right.
that's incredible. It's unheard of, and everything's patented. The compensation plan, the machining, and you know what I love, and I forgot to say it earlier is Enagic makes everything in house, all the way up to the packaging. Like it's all made in the warehouse there in Okinawa. Which, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to be there in a few weeks. I can't believe it. The 50th
Oh,
anniversary. It's like, how exciting.
amazing.
Like, I got to go to Japan and take my daughter to Japan.
Good for you.
Cool.
That's amazing.
So excited. Yeah. So that was amazing. We usually try to stick around 15 minutes. That was my initial goal, but all of these, there's just once you start
Yeah.
talking, you can't stop. So it's super unrealistic to ever like I'm just 15 minutes is out the window. Like that's not even
Well, it
there's too
just,
much passion and like
well,
amazing.
yeah, it just goes to show like it's like how when you become a part of this, it becomes something bigger than you, right? And so it's very easy to just go on it because we're excited about this. We're excited to be in on this, like earlier than later. And get to spread this around to other people that may have been in the same situation as you and I at one
Mhm.
time, but and decided to make that change for ourselves, for our families, and how we do life. And so I feel very fortunate and honored to be able to share this with people to change their lives only for the better.
Yeah, I do too. Like it's going to change so many people's lives over the next like 5, 10 years. It's
Yes.
insane. Like I get to not only have this like freedom and abundance and the mindset work that's happened for me. That's the biggest change for me so far is going from somebody who's like overwhelmed and depressed and all of these things like all the time to it's joyful. Like I love my life. I love having this control. Like I love like being responsible and knowing that my situation and my everything is due to my mindset, my choices. Like I make choices that some people aren't necessarily, aligned with thinking, like or it scares them or whatever. I still make them because I know I'm going to grow and evolve and I'm creating the best situation for my daughter. And
Mhm.
that's what lights me up. And then the community, there's just so many aspects. Like how do you can't pinpoint one thing. I can't. I can't say, oh, it's the community because it is, but it's also the compensation plan. Then it's also the
Yeah.
water. And it's also the business structure.
It's like
All
everything.
of it, all of the tools and access, like I've never known how to start a journey into changing my mindset. Like I've never known where to begin, but it's all
Mhm.
there. They have all the tools and resources that I need. So I just plug into it. Well, what am I feeling today? Like, well, where am I feeling like I need to improve today? Okay, well, I'm going to go and, manifestation or, you know, um, mindfulness where I need to just kind of like sit with myself and be present or whatever it is that I need to do. Like if there's access and ideas and just at our fingertips. Amazing. It
It
truly
is.
is. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you have anything else that you think we didn't cover that you would like to add before we hop off?
Um, I just want to say to anybody that is watching now, or anybody that's catching the replay, if you are even remotely curious about what this platform and community is about, I say just hop on, do the two-week trial, get into the platform, see for yourself, like exactly what we have been talking about. You can clearly see that we are passionate about this. And we are excited about this opportunity that we decided to like take upon ourselves and make that change for ourselves. So there's
Mhm.
obviously reasons why people are here today and are watching this, and because they may want to make that change for themselves too. And so I say just say yes. Just say yes, um and you won't regret it. And
Yeah. So many people let fear lead, but there is no fear because it's so important to educate yourself and make an educated decision. But we
mhm,
allow you to do that risk free. So the 2 week trial she was talking about is it's $99 a month for the automation and education platform, but they um they do it in half. So you only have to do $49 for the first month and you get to go in, learn everything, see everything, find out everything you need to about the business, the company, the water, all of that, but it's risk free for 14 days. It's super easy. You click a button. If it's not for you within that 14 days, you click a button, you get your money back. It's
yep,
very simple. So there is zero risk in educating yourself and seeing what is out there for you. It's
yep.
really amazing. So if you're here because of me and you're following me, then reach out to me with any questions, hesitations, fears, anything like that. I will help you work through it. And if you're here because you're following Chealsi and you have any of the same things, please reach out to her. Or if you're ready to dive in and like literally change your life, oh, let me tell you, yesterday was the best time. But today, oh my gosh, they were supposed to raise their prices by
Yes,
10%
yes.
in the United States. So Enagic has been in the United States for 21 years. And this is the first time in those 21 years they are raising their prices. and they were supposed to do it today. Today was the deadline. But we just got an email yesterday, so exciting. They're extending it because there is such an influx of interest and people joining. They're extending it to July 1st. I can almost guess that they will not extend it after that. They're probably, giving it time for the 50th anniversary and everything they have going on. But you want to join now. You want to join before July 1st. Like now is the time. It seriously is. And if you know there's another way and you just can't see through it, reach out to us because we can show you the other way. Like we have the solution. We have what you are looking for. But I think that's it. We're gonna and wrap it up unless you have anything that's jumping up forward that you want to share with anyone before we head out.
I mean, I could stay on here another hour, but
I could too.
we'll say that
Really
for
good.
another time, right? We'll do this
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
We'll do this again.
So if you are still here watching, thank you so much. Put your questions, concerns, comments, anything like that in the comments. And then if you're watching the replay, please let us know. Add replay. I will be tagging Chealsi as soon as this is downloaded and I'm able. But everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here to share our vision, our message, and everything like that. And Chealsi, it was so beautiful to connect with you on a personal level. And I am so grateful to you for being here. So I just wanted to say bye and thank you for joining us on Facebook, everyone.